Not included on the live stream. Not included. Voice sold separately. So this is clearly the first time I have done one of these on here, as the music goes down and the game goes back up. I am excited about this game. It looked like it was going to be all Philly early on, but so far both teams look good. I obviously want KC for those of you who have talked to me, but I think that it's going to be Philly's night. My cousin and some of my friends, huge Eagles people, I don't know. I just don't have that feeling for KC this year, but they have done everything but prove me wrong so far. What's up? What's up? Who is everybody taking? I said Philly by 8. I want to know what you think. The comments on our most recent promo post at LOTP Pod Official and the other tags on here I left at the bottom are me and the entertainment company I run who distributes this podcast for you. I am Steven, the Wild Card Comedy, hosting this Super Bowl extravaganza thing. And what this podcast is about is just having different friends of mine on, different performers, former coaches, players, whoever is attached to this game or likes to watch some kind of sport. We do not count as Jason Kelce makes a big catch and gets to the Philadelphia 31-yard line. There is a 7-7 tie right now. We are nearing the end of the first quarter. I wanted to get back to, what was I saying? But I started this podcast actually to do kind of its commentary during the game with anybody who wants to come on and give their opinions, talk to me about different, tell me stories that they have as athletes themselves, being in the trenches on the sideline, getting their game plans together. And being I've worked in radio, I've worked sporting events as a hawker. I played sports when I was younger. I have been around it my whole life. And there's just it's not always that it's a bad game. It's just, I don't like to have the commentary on when I watch these games. I don't know what it is. It's kind of just, it's like having background noise at a party, like having music at a party, that could set the vibe. But when somebody just has the TV on, that's always the way I look at that for some reason. So wanted to have fun with this and get to show off some of my crazy friends. And we, are at 2.5 minutes in the first quarter. So almost the end of the first quarter is Mahomes. Whoa. Did he complete that? That would have been, well, even if he did, there was no gain on that because it was incomplete. I didn't see that. But it looks like the Chiefs are going to, if they make this, they go up by 3. This guy's season long is 52. This is no gimme. So what he's doing a 42 here, so 10 yards longer is his season long. The Chiefs could grab an early lead. Don't sleep on a team that's in this for the third time in 4 years. Oh, you can tell who I want, right? You can't. So, yes, my reaction is to him hooking it, and we have ourselves a 7-7 tie. If you could see that. And yeah, I am the wild card comedy, not to be confused with the card comedy. Jumping on here to let you guys know that I love doing these podcasts and I book everything. I've hosted for a long time and I've done a lot of different stuff as far as entertaining goes. So this was something that just didn't seem like it was going to be too much of an adjustment for me watching these games. It's just you do have to pay attention to stats and what's going on in these games because you can't get in there and be like, oh, I don't know the standings or I don't. You have to have some kind of general idea. And with something like the Super Bowl, I think it is a time where people do want to watch with the sound on because they, of course, want to see the commercials if they've not seen them all. But I just don't feel like that's a thing anymore. That was a thing before the internet when I was when I was still in middle school. I remember people getting hyped for the Super Bowl commercials, but that was 2007 that I left. So it's pretty wild to think about where the internet is now 15 years later. Is that? Wait a minute. Was the meatball girl from Caddyshack just represented by the was that Shannon Elizabeth who plays Nadia? Wow. Of course Canelo's in this ad. Michelob, right. It's not a golf course if it's not full of Michelob Ultra. The halftime show. Yeah, I will be on a break at the halftime show. So, which brings me to something I should say right now as I flash the no more thinking. And I should show you if you can see that. Time to stop drinking for me. No, it's these t-shirts that buddy of mine in Arizona does. No more thinking, time to start drinking. And for me, I actually this is my one cliche thing that I'm doing during the Super Bowl, having a Coke and smiling. Had to go there. Love you, me and Joe, wherever you are right now. Hopefully you're enjoying the game. But I am going to be going live at the end of this on there will be a brief time that I will be out in the fourth quarter, but then I'm going to be jumping back on my wildcard comedy page at the end of the game and doing a quick post game there. So stay tuned. And like I said, there will be a break at halftime. We might, if it becomes a lopsided affair, wrap early, but we don't want that. We definitely don't want that. I am, yes, flaunting these teas, though, which there are more to come. Actually, I mentioned that there are going to be live shows again for Our Apologies, and there will be Our Apologies Comedy on Instagram. Anywhere that you're looking for us, that's our tag. I have some good headliners lined up for you guys. I really do. And that's going to be coming to you spring shows. It's been 3 years, actually, since done anything like that other than just doing open mics at my house, which was fun. I would do one, every, like 6 months to 9 months, something like that. And just try and keep comedian friends fresh as I can. I'm always fresh. Gotta get that ball on, get the snap off. He didn't. So that means this is now a 3rd and 9. Oh, that's a first down. Wow. So Philly, you're watching just, I got to figure out how to get a game clock up on here for you guys. How do I do that? As Philly runs it on 1st and 10, they're at the 47 now. It's 2nd down, 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. 14-7 game. I mean, a pretty even game so far. I just don't know who to go for because I want my friends to be happy, but I want to be happy too. I'm definitely stretching it out because this is about to be the end of the first quarter. But Philadelphia looks like they just got a first and are on the move to start the second. Still tied at 7, obviously. I'm sitting here trying to get you a game clock to go along here. But how about UFC last night while they are in a break? That was because I do want to touch on a few different topics, but I think that's the first one to dive into, which was just that's definitely not just one of the best fights in a while, but I think 155 now undeniably have to have it be Islam and Beneil, and whoever wins that, I think fights Volk after Volk fights Yair, which was just Volk looked good. Islam pressed more, did what he had to do. He had those exchanges with the striking that made the difference early on, and having him in that one round just up against the cage neutralized. It was Islam's night, and he really won people over last night. And I mean that solidifies the whole Dagestani thing that has dated back to Tony and Connor against 5 times plus Connor actually fighting him, being linked to Habib. But yeah, what can you say? If you like it or don't like it, it's just smothering. And that's Islam did enough last night, but he was challenged, and I think Volk making him look human. There's no doubt they're number 1 and 2 for the pound for pound. There's no question now. I do think those are the matchups coming up. You definitely make Volk and Yair, and you make Islam and Beneil. I mean, if Beneil, if he does win the championship, who does he go against? Because now you're talking about Connor. If he doesn't beat Chandler, maybe do you have Chandler and Gaethje rematch? That's the eliminator for Charles. And I mean, yeah, how do you figure out all of these matchups? I don't know. I'm so damn I'm amped for the second half of the year of fights because it's going to tell everything in these divisions for years to come. So that's where you need to keep an eye on right now is the situation at the lower weight classes because once Izzy and Alex have their rematch, the upper weight class, I mean, you talk about with Leon, if he goes in there, I think it only gets interesting with Usman if he's able to get the dub, which is if Usman gets the dub, I mean, and this counted, yes. As I'm sitting here talking about UFC, the game comes back on, and the first play, Philadelphia, goes up 13-7. Who got that? Wide open. I mean, wide open. I can see now. Okay. What a grab. Brown making the play of his career. That's a highlight for people. That's just win or lose. It's one of those moments that's life changing for the players. I understand that feeling as a kid. What that that feeling of you want to get there so badly, and then I can't even imagine to have that surge of adrenaline. But what an even better throw! Damn, hurts on a dime. That's why I would be happy for the Eagles to silence Saban, say, "Hey, look what this guy did." As Philly gets the early lead here, and I think they're going to be up at halftime. I'm predicted 17-14. Calling that now. If not, I stand corrected. But listen, the Chiefs don't look bad. That's the thing is I don't know how hurt Mahomes really is because as a player you can say all the right things, but it shows when you get there. But he's been in this moment before and he's been down before in this game. So I'm never going to count that guy out. I think this is a crucial drive right here for the Chiefs because it'd be fair to say, not their best team they've had in the Super Bowl since Andy Reid's been there, is quickly becoming, well, there's no second Bill Belichick, but second era of that. Look at how much he's done. Already, they're in their third Super Bowl. You knew they'd get one with Mahomes at least, but I remember watching that 49ers Chiefs Super Bowl and just leaving the room, it felt like, and then Chiefs are up after being down by 10, and Philly just swarmed the backfield 14-7. Still the score, and it's a 2nd and 14. I believe. Just waiting for the marker. Guys, I'm sorry. I don't know how to do this thing. I'm trying to do a clock on here for you all. I don't know what's going on. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. 14:07, 14:07, third down. And looks like they got around half of that back. So not even 2 minutes into the second quarter, and Philadelphia they could change momentum that seemed like it was on the Chiefs side for a second there very fast. Change this game too. Make it. Oh, was there a flag? No flag. A 4th and 8 coming up. And Philly makes the stand. Yeah, that was clean to me. Good pressure on PM because Mahomes, that's what did it. And yes, good call, I think. So looks like there's going to be about 13 minutes left. Oh, almost foul on the running into the kicker. I don't know how those fouls work. I don't know the difference between the 5 yarder and then the uh, one that can be. There's one that's attached on the series, but the next series, but the team gets to keep the ball. If I understand correctly, then the other one is 5 yards, automatic first down. As you don't listen to me and watch a Steve Martin commercial. Hey, it's Steve Martin. So what I'm going to do is put the score up, possession, which is for Philly, 13-23. I am in the home stretch here. Please limit it to 50 characters. That should be good. Okay. So I'll keep you updated on the time because I don't think on StreamYard you can put a clock up unless I do not know how to do that. Yeah. There might be a way, but I don't know how to do it. But I'll keep you posted. I have the score on here, possession, and I will keep the time as updated as I can keep it and call it out for you. I expect Philadelphia, as I said, to be up by 3 at the half. I'm sticking with 17-14. I think they're going to go down and get a field goal here. And I think the Chiefs are going to go in with momentum at the half. So either 17-14 or 17-10, as they show him. And it's crazy that he's in the pros already because Hurts was a lot of fun to watch in college. Even for somebody who disliked Alabama a lot, the guy could play. Hey, you got to give it to Tua for capturing the moment the way he did. So Philly's taking over at the 33-yard line. Their own 33. Going low with that play clock again. And they get swarmed, much like the way the Chiefs started their last drive. It's a 4-yard loss. So we're at 13 minutes to go in the second quarter. Just got headphones. Talking to a friend of mine who. So yes, I do have a pre-recorded call with a buddy of mine that I'm going to play for you. It's going to be on here. Comic I know in Austin, good friend of mine for years. My buddy JD, and goes by JD with me, but John is his name, and John is funny, man. He's been writing comedy and performing. It performed a little bit before the pandemic. I don't know. I think he might have since the pandemic started in 2020. So I know he took a little bit of time away, but he definitely writes. He writes film too. Very talented guy. He's been doing comedy as long as I have, feels like, because I remember in fifth grade we both said we wanted to be stand-up comics when we get older. Mama, I told you I wouldn't make it. That was a nice play by Jalen Hurts. Even with even if he would have completed that pass, that was such an elusive play. But to get the completion there, Philadelphia goes up 21-7. I still am not going to rule the Chiefs out because that's just not a wise decision with Andy Reid and with that. But they're on a mission right now to stop. They want to take Andy Reid out in this game. Make no mistake. And it'll be crazy if they get to do that. I mean, for Philly fans, all the years that they had McNabb there, what they went through. Hey, by the way, sponsored by Bud Light. Make sure to buy plenty of our stuff on other broadcasts, not on this one. So 10:37 to go. Philadelphia runs it on 2nd and 1, and I don't think did he even move the ball? I think it's no gain. So it's going to be at about 10 minutes to go in the second quarter when they get the snap off on this play. It's a 3rd and 1. QB sneak. Uh-oh. They think they got him to jump. That is a false start. Wow. Philadelphia with the momentum, and that might have just changed everything. I don't know. I think Philadelphia can really break this game open if they push it into the end zone. Got to be smarter on those plays, guys. They know that. But 3 penalties so far, that's what's hurting the Eagles here. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh, ball out! Whoa. You have got to be – that's going to stand. Whoa. Did you see that? What a moment. Just a miscommunication. No, he just lost the rock. Well, my prediction can still be correct. 14-13. So now gonna make it a tie ball game. Yes, they are. That just changed everything. Mahomes knows it. Man, they've been here before. They've been down in the Super Bowl, I'm telling you. This is the first time I think the Eagles have looked human all year. We're going to find out. We are going to find out. So what I'm going to do is play this conversation, but going to make sure to keep you updated. This game. This is my friend John Dillon that I want to give a shout to. him and his brother Neil down in Tejas for sure. Boys, hope you're enjoying the game tonight, and say hi to Bree for me. So John, yeah, I've known him for since I was 8 years old. We've known each other since before 9/11. He's a pre 9/11 friend. Is that really the way I label friends? How do you do it? Let me know in the comments. I do have another friend of mine who looks like he is going to be jumping on this tonight when I am doing the post-game show. If all goes according to plan, I will be dropping that name in a few brief moments here. So we will have two guests coming on here. But this is my buddy John, who I am playing the conversation I had with him now.
What's going on? Dude, I don't know what's going on with this phone, but I know I hate it because it's like my screen is completely gone.
I'll back that up.
Picture I would, and I'm getting texts like some 2 days late. But I also got pretty sick earlier in the week. I don't know, like out of nowhere, I was just really nauseous. And same thing with the kids, so that's where it sounds like it came from. So yeah, pretty much like everybody in the fam got it, but that was
I'll
like
back
right
that up
after
too.
watching Molly for your parents, and that went well. I mean, she was definitely, there was some moments where she was a little bit chirpy, but other than that, dropping back. I mean, yeah, his injury's gonna really be decided back. Philly shouldn't get another. They shouldn't have gotten one, period. But God, Brady had to go drop that pass. I wanted the Eagles to beat the Patriots. Oh yeah, that Super Bowl I did too. That was so funny because I was with Joey, and his girlfriend is like. Can you hear me? Huh? You there? Yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. Can you hear me? You're just kind of fading in now. I get terrible service. I'm actually in Charlottesville right now, but
that's where I am.
Yeah, Joey's girlfriend's a big Patriots fan, and like Joey being a Giants fan was just being a dick to her the whole game. Oh my God, he's living in Colorado now. Joey Ross? Yeah, he moved to where did he move to? I think he moved to Pueblo, or maybe. He might be near Denver, actually. I can't remember. I might be thinking of where Joe used to live in Pueblo, I think is what I'm thinking of. But yeah, he's out there with 2 kids now and a wife. Good for him. Shit, man. That's crazy. Yeah, who would have thought? Because Carrie put some picture of his wife on Christmas, and it was like, or it was no video of them putting up Christmas decorations, and you can hear Joey in the background like something falls, and he's just like shit. And I was like, yeah, 10 years ago that would have been in my basement. Oh, yeah,
good times in Stevens' basement.
This is the first Super Bowl I've done, or my second without drinks, but like the first I think that I've not gone out for. And did I go out last year for the Super Bowl? I can't even remember. No, COVID, because 2020 I was at home. I watched that with my dad. Or you just makes some appeal after a while. It's just another game. Like, I was such a letdown because I've been getting back into college the last couple of years, and that game was just like, are you kidding me, dude? That was over at halftime. TCU.
Jesus. That was terrible. But it happens. I mean, that just shows you like how like the disparity of the SEC compared to everyone else. Like,
oh yeah, they got TCU did not belong on that field. I mean, honestly, it was.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like Michigan, like they got robbed.
They did.
Definitely a problem.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, remember that like touchdown catch you got? They called it back.
I'm telling you, these refs, it's like, how fixed is sports? Some of these calls, because you're like, yeah, man, what happened with the Bengals game? Like getting an extra play, and then everybody's blaming that guy for the penalty on Mahomes with the late hit, but it's like, I don't know. I don't even think the Chiefs should have been in that position. I mean, they're a good team, obviously, but that was iffy. Well, because the NBA had to ruin it for everybody, getting busted with the refs fixing games and like Gilbert Arenas getting drunk at halftime.
And LeBron beat the scoring record.
Oh, that's crazy, dude. That guy, I can remember the first time I ever watched him play was when they played the Spurs in 2006 when he was with the Cavs, and they lost 4-0 in that finals, but it was my dad of all
player.
Yeah, God, like, who else do they have? Like Mo Williams on that team?
Yeah, Scott Power. I mean, he did what he did. Like, I get it. Like, it's a different era. You have to.
The money era.
Yeah, he left to win. He did what he had to do.
Big third down.
Yeah, it was a high-profile athlete. You know, people shouldn't have been shocked when he went to Miami. Yeah, he had a very good chance to. They should have won 3. I think they should have beat the Mavericks that first year.
Yeah, but you can close.
I will never forget you going in on JJ Barea in that series.
Yeah, I mean, like,
they really should have. And, then a lot of people. God, what a series! With, the 7 games.
First down and more.
I think
the one that they won. Yeah.
Whoa!
What was that? That was
taking over the game.
10.
Yeah, that's right. Because I think we got back from Myrtle Beach because we went earlier that year. I'm trying to remember.
I think he got one in like 09 and 10.
Wasn't it? I thought
he won 16 with
Magic and the Lakers.
So
and the
Philly,
Magic. I can't remember. Was that 09 season?
Is up 13-5 in first downs, 218
no, you're right.
to 114 total yards.
Yeah. So he must have won in like 10 and 11.
Did the Heat go to 4 straight?
Yeah, they lost to Spurs and they lost to the Mavericks.
God, how is that like?
He won 12 and 13.
Yeah, and that's okay. Yeah, because that's right. I remember living with Zach and Mahir when Kyrie was hurt in 2015.
Second and 7.
Warriors won, so he was definitely gone by then. God, how was that like a decade ago that he was with the Heat? Because, I mean, I understood the move. It got the press it did, of course, but as ridiculous as that was, it was like, yeah, he's clearly going to get a championship. And then to get one with the Cavs was like, all right, that's fitting for your story, but the Lakers, that's just where I don't even think of LeBron there. It's weird, I guess, just because I grew up with him being the name, because Kobe was pretty much, by the time we got to college, he was at the end of his career. Kobe was when we were middle school, and because remember the Jackass guys when they did the skit where he jumped over the car, and I was dude, it's not real. Like Aaron Bornstein.
Oh yeah.
Like, dude, he did really. Him and Goodman.
Shout out AB.
Wonder what he's doing for the game. I don't know. Probably got some good money on it. I talked to Zach last night actually about the Volkanovski fight because I almost fell asleep for that, and I woke up and up really randomly, and it was within the first minute of the first round with Volkanovski and Islam. I was like, oh shit, I was this close.
So part 2 of that convo coming up, but for the final 2 minutes, I am going to turn it down, folks, because we have ourselves a 1st and goal Philly. Wow. All of these snap mistakes on both sides of the ball. So Philly can punch it in here, go up 21-14. Outdo my prediction after the half they've had and exactly what's coming. 21-14 if they get this extra point. Should get it. Nothing's a gimme, I guess, but around 2 minutes to go. Changing your clock up on here once again. Philadelphia 20-14 lead. Eagles fans, what do you think about this first half? Because I'm telling you, I don't know who to go for here. This is going to be a last man standing kind of thing. But 2:20 to go in the half. Philadelphia has the lead. I can't sit here and say that I am surprised. He said, why are my comments just coming in now? Show the screen. Why is it not letting me show the screen on here? Trying to put the logo up for you guys. I had it working on YouTube. I don't know what it's doing. What is going on? Just making sure that you can see me on there. Just making sure. Looks like that works. What I just did, so you can see me, okay. But honestly, I was getting ready to play that interview for you, so don't really mind not having the face there for that. But the second half of this, yes, absolutely. I'm glad to show you my smile face. The Eagles, so they're going to, do they get the ball to start the second half? I cannot remember. No, they get, the Chiefs get the ball. So, okay. That's actually John texting me right now. So the missed field goal might haunt them, which I believe he's right, because, and if the Chiefs don't score here, there's not as much pressure on them starting the second half because they get the ball. But mentally, you got to be in a strong place, because if you're down by 7, they've been here before. If there's anybody who can do it, it's this team. That's why I picked the Chiefs to at least go to the AFC Championship game this year, because I said they have enough talent alone if Patrick Mahomes is actually hurt to get to that point. And here they are down by 7 in this game. This is pretty crazy, but yeah, if there's anything that you're seeing that I'm not on here, guys, make sure to let me know, because I did not know about that screen issue. But yeah, I'm definitely having fun here with you guys nonetheless, and you gotta check out some shows if you ever come to this area, because there are a lot of talented comics in Virginia. A lot of them live by DC. Some in Richmond. Yours truly from right outside Charlottesville. It's a gem. They have Damar Hamlin sitting with Roger Goodell. I don't know Damar Hamlin, but losing points with me if you're with that guy. I can't go for Goodell. I really can. No, I can't go for him. Can't go for him. So there's actually 1:55 to go in the quarter, and Mahomes just out of reach. Down to 151 now in the half. Chiefs still have a 2nd and 10 coming up. This is a big possession here because that honestly, I think this is a possession that could make the second half. If the Eagles got it back here with 3 timeouts and then go up by 10 or 14. Oh, and he jumped. So it's going to be 2nd and 15, and I'll give you a chance to update the clock here. We're at 1:49. Possession. KC. They're just getting outdone with that time of possession so far. Mahomes moving. Can he get it away? Incomplete. Did get it away though. So 3rd down, 15 here. If they don't get it, then what do you think? Will Philly get the score before the half is over? And the hit they put on Mahomes, is that going to wear on him? Because he's been pressured in this game. 5 knockdowns. Low snap on this one on 3rd and 15. He's moving. He's going to just run. Oh, is Mahomes hurt? Oh, he's hurting. Oh. Oh, that's not good. I didn't see how he landed, but like what? I saw the way he went. Oh, yeah, he kind of rolled onto his foot. His foot landed awkwardly, and he got landed on top of him. Oh man, he's in pain. He doesn't want to go out of the game, but he is hurting. So that could be a big development. Oh, Philly just about put. Oh man, that could have put this game potentially out of reach. So obviously Mahomes is going to go to the locker room. Probably, I don't know if he's going to start the second half. If he does, is the man ready to go? I don't know. But big thing here is Philadelphia has to be stopped for KC to get into this game in the second half comfortably. If they're down by 10, if they're down by 14, especially, it could be over. Oh. You just have a feeling that you're not sure if it can be done without him. I don't know. Guys, what do you think? I think that Philadelphia, if they score here, I'm going to say ball game. If they get a touchdown, that is. With 10 points, I'll still say ball game. I'm going to make a bold prediction. Although, do you think that Philadelphia will win if they don't score here? Chiefs can very easily get on the roll still. I don't know. I'm going to say what I just said again, though. I'm taking the Eagles to win this game still. That's my word with cheese on it. We're still on commercials here, but yeah, Philadelphia, man, they have looked good, and now, of course, all eyes on Mahomes. Their defense is just, they stayed with it. They have stayed with it in this game. That's what you need to do. You need to pressure Mahomes, just relentless in this game. Which, what they've been doing on offense, I mean, Philadelphia's come out and pushed a pace. So now the Chiefs have stayed with it. Going down field. I don't know if he caught that. Oh, he brought it down. He got that. You know, they're going to look at it because it's inside of 2 minutes with 54 seconds to go. Philadelphia just made a huge play at the stands. I think now they're going to be up by 14 at the half. Philly looks sharp, man. What is going through the mind of one Nick Saban right now? A lot of obscenities, I'm sure. No, I'm sure he's happy for him. Hey, we all make mistakes. But that's a catch. I'm calling it right now. How could you not say that's a catch? I mean, I don't even know anymore, so I just wait till the call is made, and I'm like, okay, they're calling it that. I'm calling it this. Great. How long are they going to make this call? You guys know there was no immaculate reception. Might as well make the call. This is a huge call, though. I mean, the biggest call of the year. The NFL will come close. Nothing. Nothing. Mahomes is up, smiling. I think he definitely just looks like he landed awkwardly for sure, but I don't know how much pain it caused him. That's a leader right there. Because they could realistically, the Chiefs, if they find a way to stop them, they could be tied the next possession. Great timeouts, eh? It's incomplete. Are you telling me definitive evidence that is incomplete? What do you think? You're watching the game, let me know. Comment, DM me, text me. You got my number, call me. Whatever. I call that a catch. They don't have to call it a comeback yet, but 3rd and 1 now. You expect Philly's going to go for the 4th down play. If they don't get it, 55 seconds. So let's update this to 55, and Philly did get the 1st down. Inches, but it is a game of inches, and they won that battle. All 3 timeouts in the pocket still. They're at 40 seconds, 38, 37, 36. Snap it. Does get it all. Hurts rolling. Just throw it away. Bringing us to 28 seconds. Friends. Brings us to inside of 36. It's crazy. We have 1 half football left in the season already. Completed. They tackle him in bounds. Timeout. 3rd down. And it looks like 5 coming up. Both number 1 seeds in this game, but identical records. It's crazy. Both have Kelsey brothers on their sidelines. One Kelsey brother could be very happy right now if they score the next 23 seconds. Really just trounce them in the time of possession category. 21 and a half minutes completed. 1st down. Oh, shook a tackle. Philly get out of bounds with, oh, wow. And they keep the timeout in their back pocket. 15 seconds to go. They definitely are in field goal range. I think if Philadelphia scores a touchdown, I'm staying with my prediction. It's over. Oh, timeout. Well, no touchdown, but well, that's all she wrote for the half. They're still going to get points. Philly, well, as long as they hit this kick, which they should, you would. Well, in the Super Bowl, you don't know. But if Philadelphia gets this, they'll be up by 10 at the half, but the Chiefs will get the ball to start the second half. Yeah, 35 yards, season one for this guy. It is almost the same as the Chiefs kicker, 53 yards. Snap good, placement down, and dead center. And make you to go. Halftime show will not be on here. But guys, I will be jumping off, and I hope you can join me later. I'm going to be jumping back on for the second half, and we'll be doing a post-game show, which will be live on IG. I'm going to, looks like, have my friend who does this show with me as a producer, Luca Jones, joining me, and it should be fun. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the second half. I'm sticking with my pick. Philadelphia will win the bowl. I am going to say the final is about by that much. I'm going to say, originally I had 8 points, but I'm going to go 38-28 Philadelphia. Comment on our most recent promo post. Comment on the YouTube page here. You can go ahead and DM if you want to. It's not too late. Thanks for joining me, whoever jumped on here. I hope you enjoyed this live. Sorry about the screen issue at the beginning, but I love doing these things with you guys, and make sure to join us again when we do one of these things. But yes, that's at the Wild Card Comedy for the post game and second half. I will be back on here. A little bit of Stooges for your night.